Alright guys, welcome back again. It's the Empire Trader, and today I'm gonna show you guys a very easy way of trading break and retest using your changing character. Alright, let's look for a random chart. Alright, let's assume that okay. Let me use our arrow to do the description. Let's assume okay. We are seeing multiple green candles around here, not just one single green candle. So we can see after this multiple green candles, we had the red candle over here. So as we draw our changing character, beginning of green candles, like I said, your changing character, your red candles must at least have up to like 2 candles there, 2 red candles. So let's leave it here. So in this place, what do we then do? We stay here and patiently wait for the market to either break towards the downside or break towards the upside. So while we were waiting, you can see from this direction that the market had some rally towards the downside, some small rally towards the upside, but the main breakout came here. And when it broke out, it gave us a retest to our line, which was this green candle here, which we used to buy. Okay, let me also give you guys another practical example, something you need to know here. How to actually load and enjoy changing character. Changing character you can use spot. Okay, let's say for example, this is the beginning of a green candle. So the beginning of a red candle, you can put your line here, indicating that this is the beginning of the green candle and this is the beginning of a red candle. You understand? So when the market eventually buy, when you see your green candle in your zone and you buy and the market breaks out, you shift this one to the beginning of this green candle here, and you shift this one to the beginning of the red candle. So at this point in this area, we saw green candle come to form, and we bought and eventually broke out towards the upside. What do we do again? Let me reduce this. We shift it here, and we shift this to this place. Alright guys, hope you understand it. So eventually we were expecting the market to come into this area and eventually buy, show some breakout, but it broke out towards the downside, but didn't break out well. So we're still patiently waiting. It came back into the environment and rallied around. So we're still patiently waiting, and it broke out towards the downside. So from this description, like I said, the beginning of a green candle, you could just, sometimes the market might not eventually come back to the spot. So what you just need to do is to check where the green candles are much forming. You put your line at the beginning of a green candle and the other line at the beginning of a red candle. You can then see that from this direction, the market broke towards the downside. And if we were to put this line where, from where the green candle started from, you can see now that the green candle came up here, retest and sold. So we can see now that okay, when the market actually broke out towards this downside, we didn't see the market coming back towards this environment. So we could actually reshape it immediately. Once you see multiple green candles, you place your changing character line immediately from where you see multiple green candles to where you're seeing your red candle, you can easily spot changing character. So just imagine we put the line here and we put our other line here, and we found out that the market broke out towards the upside and came back to our line, and we had this huge buy. You can see that. So we can decide, okay, since it's in the beginning of a green candle here, this one should move to the beginning of a red candle. So the market came back into this environment. You can see it gave us green candle and we bought to this extent. And when it came back into the place, it broke our line. That was bad. So you can as well spot the beginning of a green candle here. Beginning of a green candle here, and beginning of the red candle. Eventually the market didn't come back there, so we looked for where we had multiple green candles, which is over here, multiple green candles over here, and to the beginning of a red candle. So we'll draw this line towards this direction, and eventually the market broke towards the downside, came back here, gave us a red candle, but did not sell for long. So what do we do immediately? We see that the market isn't actually selling for long. We position our market at the spot at the beginning of a green candle. I will position this at the beginning of a red candle. And we found out that the market actually came into the zone and gave us green candle, and we bought to the large extent. So any very comfortable environment you find the beginning of a green candle, let's say for example at this point, beginning of a green candle to the beginning of this red, you can place your red here. You see that the market actually broke out of this place and came to this place and it bought. And you can see, okay, from the beginning of, we have the beginning of the green candle here to the beginning of the red candle. So found out that the market did not eventually come into this environment and buy. It had some rough move, came down here, still pushed back to the upside. So okay, and now we can see here that we had the beginning of the green candle here. So we can see this was the beginning of a green candle, this was the beginning of the red candle, and we watched closely. You saw the market broke towards the downside, came back, gave us a red candle, but did not sell for long. Anyways, that's fine. So we could eventually look for places we are seeing quality candles, and yeah, like for example, on this area we're seeing the beginning of a green candle, and we're seeing the beginning of a red candle. On this side, we're seeing the beginning of a red candle. So we could position this here and watch closely. You then find out that the market broke towards the downside, came back, gave us a red candle, and it sold. And immediately position your market at the beginning of a green candle, and you keep the market at the beginning of a red candle, and you watch closely. This is the beginning of a green candle, this is the beginning of a red candle, and you watch closely. The market rallied in this environment and eventually broke out, came back, gave us the bearish movement, which is the red candle, and unfortunately could not sell for long, came back again into the market to consolidate. So having seen this, we could actually put a beginning of a green candle here, and okay, we could actually put the market here, the beginning of a green candle, and this is the beginning of a red candle. You can see it here, and we'll watch closely. The market did this. It was really funny, and it broke out, and wonderful. It came back into our spot gave us a green candle we bought. Okay, you can buy from here, you can buy from here. Any of your choice. If your SL is bigger, it can accommodate some space here. If your SL is small, which means if you buy from here, you could actually buy from here again too. So on this area, we had the beginning of a green candle. Okay, let me do this properly. This was the beginning of a green candle, and this was the beginning of a red candle. So at this point, it's very easy to know the direction of the market when you have the beginning of your green candles, the beginning of your red candles. So eventually the market didn't break towards the upside, it broke towards the downside, came back here, gave us a red candle, sold a little bit, and had a change in character. Immediately here is the beginning of a green candle, here is the beginning of a red candle. What you just do, you just put your line here and put your line here, and you watch closely. The market pushed out. Oh my god, that's amazing, that's super amazing. You can see the market pushed out towards this upside and came back into our spot, and it gave us green candle, and boom, this is super amazing, super amazing. Of course it is. So you could actually spot out the beginning of your green candle and the beginning of your red candle and make a massive profit. This is also the beginning of a green candle, so could actually put this here and the beginning of a red candle. Okay, all right, this, okay, all right, this was the beginning of a green candle, this was the beginning of a red candle. After selling a little bit, it didn't sell for much, and boom, we crossed our line, the beginning of a green candle, beginning of a red candle. Market broke out, and if our line is properly placed here, which is the beginning of a red candle, you can see that market came towards this direction and gave us this big buy. So you just go practice those things properly, and you see that it works perfectly. Thank you very much. Alright guys, drop your question in the comment section.